chiefdom with a view to addressing such challenges with appropriate bodies. Successful meeting with branch representatives across the country. Mobilize the chiefdom and our well-wishers for the 2019 Wiih Cultural Festival. Liaising with relevant security agencies to solve some of these security challenges. May I assure His Royal Highness Waja, Dr. Mohammed Muhammad, and the entire Waja chiefdom that the group of leaders we have at the National Festival are determined and committed to the positive growth and development of our people and Waja land. In view of this, may I appeal to all sons and daughters of Waja to imbibe the habit of brotherliness by living peaceful within the abiding laws towards each other, our neighbors and the visitors. I am aware of the recent security threats and challenges witnessed in some parts of this chiefdom, and to say in strong terms that the national body is not happy with this development, and to therefore call on all and sundry, particularly our youth and security agencies, to cultivate the habit of security consciousness at all times. It is important for all communities to ensure constant surveillance, especially during odd hours, with a view to averting the activities of bad elements, which will be found among us by liaising with security agencies. The national body of Waja in the recent future intends to identify and send some people to states to have women industry similar to our own. This is with a view to improve the production of cotton and its byproduct foreign Waja long way. Furthermore, national body intends to identify promising and interested youth by supporting them to study various courses. It is therefore a challenge to our youth to study hard and avoid idleness. I wish to equally appeal to our people at home to take advantage of this vast agricultural land freely given to us by God and cultivate it with a view to feed ourselves and for export. Your Excellencies, distinguished visitors, ladies and gentlemen, I want to express our immense gratitude for the support rendered to all the success of this festival. The Waja, Alaji, Dr. Mohammed Muhammad, district heads, village heads, the entire leadership of Waja, and all people of Waja are highly humble and grateful to Her Excellency Mohammed Yahaya, the Executive Governor of Gombe State, for the magnanimous approval and release of funds for this festival. We are happy. We are also happy to all your Excellencies here present and all our honorable members of the National Assembly and the State Assembly and patriotic sons and daughters and our good friends and well-wishers for standing by us in one way or the other. We therefore say, meaning we are highly grateful for your support. In conclusion, may I once more welcome all invited guests and invite you to feel at home, relax and enjoy our culture and hospitality. To our people, may I state that the value of this festival does not stop on showcasing our cultural values alone, but also creating an avenue where the outside world will see and know us better, thereby attracting more benefits to our dear fatherland. Finally, I want to assure our open visitors that this festival will be sustained annually so that our culture will not die in our lands. Wishing all memorable occasions and safe and I thank you all. God bless you.
Zakariya Cham ita ta iso yanzu.
Zakanyanta. Kowa mata da hakime sai ƙarya. Zakanyanta.
Da mata suna sarauta da an naɗa ki Zakariyar Cham.
Bismillah zakanya. Masu sarauta ku.
Wanda ya rage wanda aka haife shi ran biyu ga watan 164 SN a Rasha sannan kuma ya yi House State University da ke Ukraine. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the Master Computer School. Profesa ne wanda yanzu yake
a lokacin su wuta ta je kawai a lokacin su wuta ta je ruwa ya je wurin aikin ilimi kuma wurin kula
for the progress of Waja Shibdom. The executive governor of Gombe State, heavily represented by our own, the deputy governor of Gombe State, who is also the national chairman of WAPA, Bala Waja, our own, other royal fathers here present, my brothers and sisters, permit me to stand on the already established protocol because I am not going to be able to do that. I want to ask for an apology to adopt what has been said before. It is really a real privilege for me to stand and talk on the topic, the challenges of youth restiveness and the way forward. Having looked at the program, I'm given only 15 minutes, but sincerely speaking, I have a 20-page document. Even if I'm going to read a page for a minute, it will exceed that. But I will try my best to see that I skip some areas. Since you must have been given the copies, you can go through at your own leisure. Youth restiveness in Nigeria has been a prominent issue in recent times. There has been an increase in the occurrence of acts of violence and lawlessness, including things like hostage taking of prominent citizens and expatriates, oil workers, as well as all bunkering, arms preparation, insurgency, cultism, and so on, most especially in the Niger Delta and the northeast region of our dear country, Nigeria. Nevertheless, youth restiveness is not a recent phenomenon. Various forms of youth restlessness that are economically, politically, or religiously motivated have existed for a long time. Our eminent scholar, Elek in 2005 vividly captures the landmark cases of youth restiveness in Nigeria. It is not only in the Niger Delta as of today, but we have experienced killings and adoptions or kidnapping right here in the headquarters of Kalangalaga government. Today in Nigeria, there is a large agitation and even move to legislate youth takeover in governance, either being politically motivated or otherwise as is achieved by the Not Too Young to Rule bill recently passed into law before the 2019 general elections in Nigeria. Considering the nation's rate of youth unemployment, it gives room for concern on the expected level of responsiveness from this class of the society with much attendant socio-economic issues. Whether we view conflict as normal or abnormal, it is a recurring national fact, depending on the perspective of the analyst. It is all in all aspect of life characterized by social, economic, political, ethnic, religious, and other forms of pluralism. Notwithstanding all these facts, it is basic that the society and the individuals need peace to reign in order to achieve their aims and objectives. The level of youth exorbitant notice in the attitudes of the youth, in line with their involvement in cultism, gangsterism, drugs addiction, and effects on the socioeconomic well-being of an oil-rich and agricultural-based region is a precursor of development. The absence of peace means that no meaningful development can take place. Good governance is therefore required for the growth and development of any nation. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, the reverse is the case, resulting in disjointed development. The World Bank identifies the main characteristics of bad governance to include failure to properly distinguish between what is public and what is private, leading to private appropriation of otherwise public resources. Inability to establish predictable framework for law and governance and government behavior in a manner conducive for development. Excessive rules, regulation, licensing requirements, and so forth, which impede the functioning of markets and encouraging entrepreneurial growth. Priorities that are inconsistent with development, thereby resulting in misallocation of natural resources and exceedingly narrow base for or non-transparent decision making. Now, what are then the causes of restiveness in Nigeria? Now, one of the causes of restiveness in Nigeria includes the unemployment. Unemployment is a hydra-headed monster which exists among the youth in all developing countries. It is believed that the number of jobless youth is twice as high as official estimates. Nigerian youths are trapped by unemployment, and the rising tide of unemployment and the fear of a bleak future among the youth in African countries have made them vulnerable to the manipulation of vile agents. These include aggrieved politicians, religious bigots, and greedy multinationals that employ these youth to achieve their selfish ambitions with disastrous consequences. As they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. After arming them as stocks during elections with dangerous weapons, the arms become weapons of destruction after elections and beyond. No part of Nigeria is an exception. The other case is poverty. Poverty condones inequality and social injustice, and this traumatizes the poor. More than 70% of the people in Nigeria are in abject poverty, living below the poverty line, and 1/3 survive on less than $1. This figure includes an army of youth in urban centers in Nigeria who struggle to eke out a living by hawking chewing sticks, bottled water, handkerchiefs, belts, gambling, and so on. The sales per day and the profit margin on such goods are so small that they can hardly live above the poverty line. Disillusioned, frustrated, and dejected, they then seek an opportunity to express their anger against the state, as there is a link among poverty, loss of livelihood, as evidenced by the numerous violent protests against the wider of power in Nigeria. One of the reasons also is lack of quality education. Quality education has a direct bearing on national prestige, greatness, and cohesion. The knowledge and skill that young people acquire help to determine their degree of patriotism and contribution to national integration and progress. Between 2000 and 2004, about 30% of Nigerian youth between age 10 and 24 were not enrolled in secondary school. Perhaps the prohibitive cost of acquiring education is responsible. The after effect of this situation is that thousands of young people roam the streets of Nigerian cities. Those who manage to complete secondary school have no opportunities for tertiary education. Having been denied the chance to reach their potential, they are disoriented and ready available for antisocial actions. Still, as they become vulnerable tools for insurgency, worse still, some who struggle to enroll in various educational institutions drop out due to lack of basic learning facilities. This situation is attributable to the dwindling dwindling resources of government at both federal, state, and local government level as a result of an economic meltdown.